I like this new intro, especially this part. Very creepy. Very creepy. Oh, welcome, fellow biological organisms, wastelanders, whatnot. Fallout 76 today. Maybe I'll get some Spellcaster University in tonight. I doubt this will make it to YouTube. Maybe it'll... Yeah, we'll put this one on YouTube. The last... Oh, I didn't think about that. The last Fallout 76 I didn't put on YouTube, so I may have committed a little error in numbering them. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. I don't have much in the way of news, so let's say hi to our latest friends. And since most of these people probably won't be watching the Fallout 76 video, I'll go ahead and include this in the next Spellcaster University as well. So, Johan, who subscribed within the last 24 hours. Navigatus followed on Twitch. Whew, brain not working. Harry Skinback subscribed on YouTube. Hoswick also subscribed on YouTube. Asahi. Now, interesting thing, Asahi, when I lived in Japan, my favorite beer was Asahi Dry. Not a big beer guy, but, you know, I like that one. LV the Bat, very helpful during the last Spellcaster University episode. And that brings us back to Alter Ego 1101, who followed on Twitch as well as subscribing on YouTube. So, I think we can probably get into the show. Ooh, speaking of creepy. I'm here to pick up your daughter for our date. I reckon you like them French fries. And again, thanks for coming. Appreciate you guys being here. Have we seen the new scoreboard? I'm not going to go over it. There's not much on it that I really like. I like the fortune teller, which I already got because it was one of the early ones. Let's make sure we got the right character here. Meko. We can take a look at that in the camp. And if you're watching on YouTube, you didn't see that I got the... I finally got the Armco ammunition maker from the Raider camp. Finally got maximum reputation. Is that maximum? I suppose it's maximum. The highest tier anyway. Got that. Got the weight bench. You know, pump a little iron. Get 2 more strength, which means a little bit more carry weight. I probably should have set all that up ahead of time. And still, I think 2 bobbleheads short of a full collection. That's one way to describe me. Fresh computer restart, so yeah. SSD recommended, because I'm pretty sure this is on a HDD. That sound usually means we're getting close. My lips are peeling out of nowhere. And my camp will load in any minute now. I seem... Okay, I won't be buried at least. I did have the ammo machine here, but I realized every time I come back to camp, I had a routine where I would check, I would gather my acid, my water, and my scrap here, but I wasn't gathering my bullets, so I decided to move my... Ooh, well, I was hoping the whole name would be here, but my Armco in here, just to make it part of that routine for... Did I miss the door? I missed the door. For picking stuff up. Getting a lot of variety in my Nuka-Colas now. All right, so since this is the Steel Rain stream, let's go do Steel Rain. I already caught up on my weeklies and my dailies. What's this one? The one at the airport? Yeah. So we don't care about that stuff. So I need to deliver technical data to the Brotherhood. Does anyone know? It seems to me like you got better rewards when you would come down here to Camp Venture to drop off technical information, but I could be wrong about that. And I don't know if you get better reward for dropping off more technical data at one time, or if it's the same no matter how much you drop off. Speaking of dropping off, you should see the numbers for this video compared to the last one. So Delbert here, his name's not Delbert.
Brotherhood's always looking for good tech, if you find any.
Good looking hat.
Don't tell me. This time it was Charleston. Or the White Spring, even. Gosh, just give me a minute. I'm still not done compiling the last report.
What's he talking about? What are you talking about?
You mean you haven't heard? The Super Mutants didn't just hit Fort Atlas. I'm getting reports from all over.
Ooh.
Even Foundation. Hold on. If you haven't heard, the Knight and Paladin might not have either. I've been so busy receiving the reports that anyway.
He's got a little twinkle in his eye.
Know about this right away.
I'll relay the report. Let's see. Can you tell me more about these attacks? I don't. Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Foundation has been tracking nearby attacks. They think the mutants might be coming from those caverns. What are they called again? Wacky caverns, unlikely caverns? Uncanny caverns. That's right. Anyway, thanks for helping out. I've got my hands full here.
Okay. Well, I just finished Steel Dawn earlier today with the plan of so that I could stream and upload. What's this one called? Steel Rain. Now there's, I think there's 5, maybe 6 quests in this quest chain.
I'm not sure I could stand the sight. Something I can help you with?
Well, I don't want to say.
Any new deeds to add to your scroll?
I have a scroll. I have some technical data to give to the Brotherhood. I guess we can get that out of the way.
I can't wait to take a closer look at this. Thanks again.
She's talking about the technical data, right? Great. Now I'm overweight.
Sorry you have to see us at our worst.
If this is your worst, then let's see. We're not too bad on food. Let's get the spoily stuff first. Ribeye, which actually gives you more carry weight, or maybe it gives you strength. I can't remember which.
What's the word from the wasteland?
The word from the wasteland is ugh. All right, so these are mostly coming out of my scrap machine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 varieties of Nuka-Cola right there. Where'd that come from? Oh, is that the technical data? I don't know what happened right there. I'm not overweight, probably because of that carry weight thing. So report to Rahmani. So down and 20. Oh, there's the pip wasn't showing up. Confused me. Oh, the spat between these two. I tried to shoot him in the head at the end of the last
Rahmani and I were just discussing
quest.
the patrol schedule.
This is far more important than a patrol. We're talking
Her
about
eyes are up
people's
here.
lives. What do you need, Initiate?
Well, there's what I need and what I can settle for. Initiate Dorsey sent me. There have been more super mutant attacks. Super mutant attacks across Appalachia. Do you ever think the Super Mutants sound a little bit like Clancy Brown, the guy who voices, he was the Kurgan in Highlander early in his career, and more lately he's the voice of Mr. Krabs on, what's that show with Bikini Bottoms, and it's got the square sponge with the pants. Oh, yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants. And then also he's got a movie on the Shudder network. I can't remember what it's called. It's where he's like a funeral parlor director. So it's like whatever his title is. That's the name of it. That looks. I don't like scary movies, but that actually looked pretty good. Anyway, initiate Dormy saying, yeah, let's go with this one. Super Mutants are attacking.
Time sitting on our thumbs already.
So sometimes I think the Super Mutants sound a little like Clancy Brown.
We can't let the mutants run rampant, but I will lead a squad personally to track down where they're coming from.
God, he sounds like a high school chaperone. His camera is a little off.
Time on a meaningless chase will leave countless homesteads unprotected against the mutants.
Is that working? Okay. Well, it didn't help with her anyway. Let's see. Foundation thinks mutants are coming from uncanny caverns. Paladin Rahmani is right. People need help. I like that one. Knight Shin has the right idea about tracking down the... Jeez. Has he ever had the right idea?
And that's where we're headed.
You're splitting our forces, Shin. Isn't that exactly what you wanted to avoid?
I'm trying to read the subtitles, and then I realized he goes right across his crotch, or codpiece, or whatever you call that.
Conflict, Rahmani. You're gonna have to make some compromises from now on. We don't have any more time to waste. Initiate, I need you to brief Initiates Norland and Houston to come along on this mission.
Now I can't not see it. I'll go brief the... What should I prepare for? This is fine.
We should be here in Fort Atlas. Keep the engine.
All right. I probably should have let him keep talking, but it's painful. It's painful.
I simply don't have the time.
All right. So here but down. He's beneath me.
Mutant attacks, fractured
Talk to Push-Up Boy.
Ad Victorium Initiate. What can I do for you?
And now we're looking at his butt. Let's see. Knight Shin has seen us on a mission to track down super mutants. Meet us at Uncanny Caverns.
You can count on me. I'll report there immediately.
It's Conan O'Brien.
Hope those kids we picked up are doing okay.
Aren't there some stairs around here somewhere?
Started with an M.
Substructure. I wasn't paying attention. Something about some kids with a name that begins with M. Oh, there's a stairwell right here. Will this work? There's a door of sorts. Okay. This is annoying.
If anything tries to attack,
Oh.
it was an honor seeing you in action.
Maybe I just actually need
I've seen nothing like it.
to use the substructure.
I could get my hands on a sample.
Thought that was a fusion core for a moment. I guess we can try the stairwell. See if that takes us down to Initiate. What's his name? Initiate. What's his name? Oh, I don't think I started Discord, did I? No, I didn't. I like to have it running, even though I can't see it. Every now and then I'll hear the chime from it, letting me know that something's happening on Discord, which could be lots of things. Could be my clan from World of Tanks is wanting to do some sort of group up, team play thing. There we go. It doesn't look like the live alert went out. Oh, the live alert didn't go out because I didn't have Discord open when I went live. Let me see if I can just do this. If you want to get live alerts on Discord when the show goes live and I don't screw up, then yeah, join the Discord and let us know that you want the at live alerts, or you just that you want alerts, and then we can add you to that group. It's a role, you know, kind of like a baguette. Now, is this guy even down here? Yeah, there he is. I say guy. I don't know if it's a guy. What's that? Syringer ammo? I don't want syringer ammo. I guess that depends on what you put in the syringe, man. It's not that funny. Oh, but now I have to go back up? This place is amazing. I probably need to use the stairwell on the far side of the... That's not a doorway, and there's no door in here. Almost every time I've come down here, I've gotten attacked by something, so I like to go in stealth mode, even though there really shouldn't be anything at this point. There's a stairwell over there. Ooh, a fan. You know, I like those screws. When we were first playing the game, when we came in here and we looked at this and we thought, this is a telescope. I don't. We can't go up here, can we? No. So we can go up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's right behind this door. So is there another... I guess there's another way to get here. And I just don't know what it is. Let's see if we can figure... Oh, yeah, that's like there's a kitchen in here and those two kids that live here. So straight ahead. That's... Yeah, that's where I came in. Wait a minute. I might need to look up a game guide, because this is messing with my head. Where does this go? I don't think this is the right way. Maybe there's an external door. If you're laughing at me right now, I don't blame you at all. I'm kind of laughing at me too. Now,
Never forget the heroes of Fort Defiance.
she needs some sleep.
I wonder what the Brotherhood's leader is like.
So that's just the main door. This is really annoying.
Attack was my first time in real combat. Something tells me it won't be my last.
Am I going to need to look up... He extended my... Purchased my extended ripper blade. Is the door here? It's blocked. Huh. Alright, well... I'm feeling silly. I can't find the person I'm supposed to add to the quest.
Defiance ever was.
Boom, boom. I don't think it's going to do any good to go upstairs. Not really expecting any doors up here. Ugh. And this looks like it just goes all the way around to the other side.
Anyone who walked the whole length of the country just to get here has earned my
Am I missing something? Obviously, I'm missing something.
Grow up.
So, downstairs and over here.
Stay strong, friend.
Speak to
No
Initiate
telling what the next
Hewson. I know a guy named Hugo Ramirez, and he obviously from California. He went to a competition in Ohio, and when they called for him, they said they didn't say Hugo Ramirez. They said Hugo Ramirez. I figured out the puzzle.
But what if she abandoned me?
I don't think your sister would do that to you. I mean, I don't have any proof, but, anyway, Max, she probably just got lost.
She probably got boy crazy.
Something. I'm sure she'll be back soon.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Well, I'll be around if you need anything. Okay, Max?
No, you won't.
Okay.
You're coming with me. All right, Max?
Can you put in a good word for me with Paladin Rahmani?
No. Let's see, can you tell me more about you? Let's talk about it. I have to go.
Stay safe out there.
Ad Victoriam. As for you...
Don't, oh! God! Don't sneak up on people like that.
Let's see, Initiate Hewson. Hewson. Prepare your arms. You have been called to the field of duty. So she wants you to come in. There's no way you're one of... There's no way you're the one Night Shin called for this mission. Oh, boy. We'll go with the second one here.
What? Night Shin? A mission? Me? This has to be a mistake. Oh my god. I thought he hated me. Are you sure he didn't send you to, discharge me or something?
Apparently you're expendable. Let's see. If you're Initiate Hewson, then I need you to meet us at Uncanny Caverns. Hey, don't worry, there's no need to be nervous. How did you even become a Brotherhood Initiate? We're talking... Yeah, I'm curious about this.
God. So, you heard that? I'm so bad at talking with children.
Or anyone.
I must have made it worse. You know Marcia? She's not an initiate.
Marcia.
They're siblings. Apparently Marcia's been gone for a few days, and I told Max everything would be fine, but I really don't know.
Well, at least you're honest with yourself. All right, so...
This can't be real. Okay, I'm gonna puke. No, wait. I have to get my gun. I've never used it, like, outside of a firing range.
I can see weird line around her mouth. I wonder if that's a scar or a flaw in the polygons.
Ad Victoriam?
Who's going to see what Marcia's up to? Alright.
We're here to stay.
Now, where is this place so I can find it next time?
We arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
Yeah. So, okay, and alright. And, let's make sure I got everything. There we go. So I guess next we're going to Uncanny Caverns. Uncanny Caverns. This should be right down here where the Uncanny Cavern sign is.
What would the elders do?
What would the elders do? They would probably sing a song like, I Believe. Book of Mormon. Wrong kind of elder, I suppose. I don't know if I've ever actually been inside. See this? Crappy mouse. It's not. It was good for a long time. It's a Razer Death Adder. It got old. But my newer mouse, my Logitech G502 Hero, just really crapped out the stop me if you've heard this one. Ooh, is that a glowing one over there? The right click. It's a putrid mole rat. That was weird. I don't think that was me. I didn't check to see how much ammo I have either. And I hate that it's hard to use the Pip-Boy. Is that what this is called? Yeah, it is. When you're crouching and you have the chameleon effect. All right, so we want to go in. Probably should have checked the house first. He can't see me. And let's go for the face. I'm not really hungry for seafood. Stuffed polar bear? Toy car has screws. Or a screw. I can't remember. You're here. How'd you get past Mr. Pinchy out there? Oh, you get armor and they don't? They're going to need it a lot more than you are.
Ad Victoriam, Initiate. Now that everyone's here, let's go over the plan. Foundation report.
Oh, good. There's a plan.
Originating from this location. We're here to
I forgot to see my weapon health.
And if so, eliminate the threat. We'll advance information. Immediately report anything you see out of place. Are we understood?
Who is supposed to understand us? Let's see, maybe we should leave Initiate Houston at the entrance. No, she's going to redeem herself or die gloriously.
Move out.
She's got a freaking pipe rifle. Oh my god, so... Yeah, she's going to be a cautionary tale, isn't she? All right, let's go down, let's check out this weapon. Oh man, it is busted. Practically. Actually, can I... If we go down here... I've never used the repair kits before, so... Inspect repair. And then repair kit. I've got 2 repair kits. Where's the thing with the... improved repair kit? Those are under miscellaneous, I think, or maybe they're under aid. Is it advanced repair kit? I can't remember. I've never used them. They might not even be in here. Might be under aid. Well, the regular repair kit's not here. And no. Got to be here. There's a scrap kit. Am I just not seeing it? Oh, there it is. Improved repair kit. So can be consumed by selecting inspect. All right. Well, I was already in the right place. I hate when I do that. Boop, boop. And X, was it? X to inspect repair. And then T for repair kit. Improved. There we go. Now we can go do some killing. Almost jumped off there, but I don't know if it's... Okay, there is a area there.
You can't see me shaking, can you? Forget I asked that. I'm not shaking. Definitely not.
He walked right past that guy. All right. Shin, what's the deal?
Some regular wildlife here. Seems like the Super Mutants would have cleared that out.
Seems like. I agree. Maybe we had a false lead on the Super Mutants. Too early to judge. We barely breached the entrance. Yeah.
Well said. Let's keep moving forward.
Hey, look. We could take a team photo. The Fort Atlas Spelunkers, ready for action.
Stay focused, Houston. This is no time for jokes.
Initiate Norland is right. Follow it.
It's never time for
Right.
jokes.
Sorry. I just... Never mind. Night Shin said not to get distracted during missions, so... Let's talk later?
Sure. We'll talk. What do we got here?
Greetings, adventurers. I'm Dick Shale. You may remember me from automated tours at locations such as the Fancy Labs factory.
Dick Shale. Sounds familiar.
As expected.
Not really expecting them to have brain fungus. Good loot. A Pioneer. This feels like the wrong way.
The final stop of the self-guided tour is where it all began. The War Room. It inspires both fear and respect from its size and its massive formations. In the center of it all is Odin's Tooth, the largest natural cavern formation in Appalachia.
Odin's Tooth? I mean, it's not like I got a better name, you know, on the tip of my tongue, but... I mean, give me 2 minutes, I'd probably come up with one. See, now this looks super mutant-y. And there's...
Let's regroup here. I'm hit.
That's, for some reason, wasn't working.
A victory for the scrolls.
One of the worst things about this gun is the slow reload.
That hurt!
Come over here and get some frost gland or whatever it's called. Floater freezer pus sack. With a cherry on top? This must be the way.
This appears to be a dead end. There's some gore here. I'd say the mutants have left their mark. Initiate, what's your read on this location?
Are you kidding? We gotta go in there. Those floaters we fought are mutants too. They are often found with super mutants. It's true. The place is crawling with super mutants. We just haven't found them yet. What am I? Mass media? Let's prey on your fears
So
and
it's likely there are still super mutants nearby.
overstate
Good call,
everything
Initiate. Let's do a thorough sweep
to
of the
further
room.
our narrative and
Whoever's still leading
agenda.
the way forward.
Roger. I'll take the far side.
Excellent initiative, Norland. The remaining two of you, stick together and cover this area. Be sure not to miss anything.
He's an initiative.
You mean the difference between life and
He's an initiate that has initiative.
Right. I'll try my best. I mean, I'll be thorough, Knight, sir.
Gonna miss her. That's a trap. It only triggers once, right? There's a still.
Oh, watch your step. There's dynamite there. I mean, I trust you, but I figure I probably shouldn't touch them.
Dynamite bundle, 50 cal ball. Don't want that. I don't really want the stealth boy either. They are good for selling. Curse of the Wendigo, Part 2.
Tonight, we bring you the final chapter of Curse of the Wendigo. When last we left off, Richard Moore was recovering from radiation exposure. His family had just returned home.
Can I show Dad my gun? Jimmy, I told you, not in the house. And remember, you can't go into the bedroom yet.
This does look like a dead end.
I know it's hard, sweetheart, but we just patient. This happens to lots of people with important jobs like your father's.
Okay, I won't go in. I'll just say hi. Dad? Dad? Did you fall asleep?
Jimmy, that you out there, sport?
Yeah, it's me.
Jimmy, I'm hungry.
Okay, Dad. I'll go tell Godrich to make you something.
No. Why don't you come in, son? Pay your old man a visit.
I'm not supposed to get too close yet, remember?
Now, James, if your father says it's okay, then it's okay. Now, you come in here.
I don't know. You sure?
Positive. You come and give your dad a big hug. Now, Jimmy.
Is he a werewolf? Oh, he's a Wendigo.
There he is. There's my boy.
Let's go with plasma grenades.
Dad, what's wrong? You don't look better at all. You've gotten so thin I can see your bones.
Now I need to go here.
You lost all your hair, too. You look almost like a skeleton.
Oh, so sorry, Jimmy. But Daddy's hungry. So very, very hungry.
Some collapsed rocks block the way. They look like they could be dislodged with the right tools. But I have the dynamite.
A side effect of the medication. Or was it greed that caused this carnivorous transformation? We may never know. Be sure to tune in next week for another thrilling chapter of Tales from the West Virginia Hills.
I did pick up that dynamite bundle, right? Oh, he's looking this way. Like there's something to be seen. Ooh.
There's a break in the wall over there.
There's a narrow opening in the rocks. Someone without armor could squeeze through here. I'm without armor. We're going to send in Houston, and she's going to get killed, and we're not going to be able to help her. It's going to be beyond our reach, blah, blah, blah.
Anything to report?
If we clear the rocks up ahead, we should be able to proceed along that path. There's a crevice in the wall over there. Someone without power armor could squeeze through. I'm not going for that one, because...
We should take a cautious approach to that. One wrong move, and we could all get trapped inside. I suspect there's still more to see here. Did you find anything else? I see. In that case, I might send the others to scout ahead. Understood. Everyone, we need to cover as much ground as possible, and the threat level so far has been minimal. Initiates Norland and Houston.
I wouldn't say minimal.
Squeeze through that crevice and report what's on the other side. Initiate Norland.
Shouldn't they be wearing red shirts?
Stay in radio contact and pull back as soon as you encounter danger. You may be eager to serve the Brotherhood, but being a good soldier is also about knowing your limits. Move out.
Roger. I'll make the Brotherhood proud, sir.
You mean all by ourselves? Oh, okay. Got it. I mean, yep.
You'll stay with me and find a way to clear the cave-in.
I do have the dynamite bundle. Alright, I'll go move those rocks. Any ideas how to clear the way? You seem protective of the other initiates. Is it really a good idea? Yeah.
Initiate Norland is highly capable, and I trust him to handle any situation.
He's good at push-ups.
But from what we've seen so far, I don't suspect there will be significant danger.
And I bet he could host a late-night talk show.
Don't do anything reckless. I need all of us to get out of here in one piece.
Reckless is my middle name. Let's see. Dig through with your hands. Strength. Dig through with your shovel. Luck. Remove one rock. Plant the dynamite bundle. Let's try the luck first. The rock comes loose, but the others surrounding it hold fast. It would seem luck doesn't favor you today. And let's try strength.
Good work taking that out. Hold your position. It sounds like there's activity inside. Mutants! Feel them all.
I just shot Shin. Didn't kill him. These guys are weird. They're white. They've had their eyes gouged out. They came flooding out, all three of them. I guess that's flooding. T-60 jetpack just sold. Is there a jetpack for the excavator armor? I haven't really looked into that. I guess I should... excuse me. I guess I should leave this other stuff. Wish they'd have let me get a better gun for... Do I need to talk to him again? Yep. For Houston.
Those mutants must have gotten trapped.
Houston, we have a problem.
If this passage wraps around, Initiates Norland and Houston could be in trouble.
Duh. Let's see, why do you care so much? There are plenty of other initiates. Also, I don't think that's that true. Well, let's see, what's the deal with those mutants, though? I am curious about that, but I don't trust his opinion.
Assumption that the area was safe.
Yes, you did.
We have to do everything we can to make sure the Initiates don't pay for it. Hold on. I'm receiving a message. We have to find them. Move out!
When he says move out, it reminds me of my ex. Trying to maintain some level of caution. I know he had the hots for Norland. Oh, damn. Now I'm overweight. What kind of handmade was it? I'm going to drop this. I might need it, though. How much does it weigh? 4.8 pounds. Jeez. And if we drop this, that gets us 310 of 305. Maybe we can eat some more. Or maybe I have... Yeah, I've got a lot of Radaway I don't need, so let's drop most of those. And I can't see where that puts us. Jeez. 304, but I still have the handmade in hand, so that's good. I'm worried about Houston. I think this is where they crawled in. Sure looks like it. Oh, do I need to speak to Shin again? Oh, wow, I didn't even see that cavern. What's that right there? Oh, no, it's a dead lady.
This shouldn't have happened. Norland was confident.
I guess you have to find a new boyfriend.
Despite my orders, he may have tried to fight. And Houston, she would have... This is my responsibility.
Well, I don't like either of these alternate answers.
I swore to myself I'd never let this happen again.
Again.
I'm not important right now. We have to
or ever. All right, let's keep moving. What do you mean, happen again? I'm surprised at the compassion you've shown. Rahmani was right about you. Oh, that is tempting. That is tempting, but
Initiate Houston can't be far.
we're on a mission. A trail, you say? Maybe of blood? Need to look for more booby traps. There's someone who's been dead for a while. I don't really have the... What is this up here? Just the... Oh, wow, there's another cavern right there. Plasma cartridges, I'll take that. Oh, what's this? Tasty stingwing stew. Sounds like a contradiction in terms. And then, how about this nice lady? She's a settler. Am I overweight again? Almost. Enter the hidden crevice. Sounds like Chinese porn. You know, kind of like martial arts movie. But how did he get in front of me? How did he squeeze through there with that ginormous armor?
Initiate Houston.
Is she bait?
Wait! Don't come any closer.
Oh, she's on a trigger.
Some kind of trap. If I move, then just get away from here. I can't let anyone else.
My armor can take the blast. Cover your head.
What? No! Don't!
She blow her legs off?
No way. All of this happened because of me. I won't run away anymore. I won't.
So you're saying you ran away?
There are more mutants. We have to fight.
Oh. I thought I was in a cinematic. Man, these guys are tough. Should have checked to see if the other one was lower on health, which he was. Wow, she's got a better weapon now. What's that? Do I hear chickens? Caps are weightless. Can I stim pack him? He is not interactable yet. I think I'll take those Blamcos as well. So now can I talk to Shin? I used to work with a guy named Shin, John Shin. He was a cool dude.
Don't worry about me.
Don't
The power armor
You
isn't just for show.
forget about me.
You're still badly injured. Without the power armor, you'd be dead. I'm so sorry.
At least she has a better weapon now.
This isn't the time for apologies.
Did she pull it off the other guy?
Training to work.
Right. You're right. I need to check your vitals.
We can't let this distract us from the mission.
Vittles.
While Initiate Houston is busy, you need to search the area. Find out if this is truly the source of the attacks. I suspect we haven't killed our last mutants yet.
Let's see, we can continue the investigation later. You need medical attention at Fort Atlas now? Nah. Hold on, can we talk about what just happened? Nah. So I'll search the area.
All this gore could easily cover up something important.
Hint. Check the gore. Maybe the gore will reveal an inconvenient truth. Little Al Gore humor there. What are these? They look like seashells? Reuben? Alright, so we came in from over there. Good. I think this is where we came in. I'm not sure. How much you want to bet we get attacked from that position? We may have already been attacked from that position. This is a standard super mutant. Probably should have put a couple in his head just to make sure. I know it's against the Geneva Convention, but you see any Swiss around here? Meat bag. Empty. Just like I thought. Is this the one I just checked? This is not the one I just checked. I'm lost already. Chicken all chained up. I can't release the chains. That's too bad. There's another little cavern hole up here. Vault dweller. Femur. Okay, so that's the one I just checked, or when I first came in. What am I even looking for? Information about the super mutants? Some good looking steaks. Wonder what they're made of. Alright, and here's the dangerous chicken. Maybe it's so well guarded because it's so valuable. So we got some gunpowder, some 45 rounds, and I'm over encumbered. Salisbury steak. See, the cool thing about Nuka-Cola is every time you drink one, you get a little richer. All right. Where's the chicken? Here there comes the rooster. I don't think this one's going to have anything on it, do you? No. Sure hope he doesn't wake up. Alright, is this where I came from, or is this a new place? This looks pretty important right here. It's a Pip-Boy. Water's clean. I can't remember what you can make with a rad scorpion stinger. I was trying to collect them for a while. Collect in that you need 2 for whatever the recipe was, and I found 1. Yeah, I haven't been terribly methodical in my search. And so we should be back where we started. Let's check the... Oh, bring the Pip-Boy tonight, Shin. I know you're busy and all.
What have you found?
I found this Pip-Boy. There are some nice rocks in here. True that. Let's see, what should I be looking for? I'm going to keep searching. So, Pip-Boy.
Maybe the mutants ate a vault dweller. Sorry, that was insensitive. I'm glad it wasn't you.
We should have Scribe Valdez determine the origin of the Pip-Boy. Maybe the mutants took up residence in a vault. Go ahead and take the Pip-Boy tour. Initiate Houston will patch me up before we return to Fort Atlas.
So I'm going to leave you two here.
Initiate Norland, a proper burial. Normally, I would tell you that the pity isn't necessary. But I think camaraderie is what we need to grow stronger. I'm in good hands with Initiate Houston. I'll see you when we get back to the fort.
All right.
We fought in honorable service to the Brotherhood. All of us. Ad Victoria.
It's the mission that's important, not the honor. Jeez, ooh, what's this one? Tea time? Oh, load bearing. These ones with the exclamation point on them, you could get treasury notes from those, and I think you can also get the legendary cores or whatever they're called. Census violence. All right, back to Fort Atlas. I'm glad I didn't delete my melee character. For those operations where you have to finish things, where you can't finish things with a ranged attack, melee is perfect for those. Especially with a vampire weapon. Back in the day.
Don't worry about the bots. They're working for me.
The bots are working for me? If you say so. Oh, welcome, Lurker. I just got back from Uncanny Caverns. So slow. That looked awfully purple. Isn't it supposed to be blue? And, the scribe. That's right.
Greetings, Initiate. How many more wait out there in the wasteland?
She looks high.
I don't suppose you know how to spot
Hey,
them.
man, you got any Twinkies?
Have you seen Marcia around? Girl with black hair and the spirit of youthful rebellion?
Not really. Let's see. Her little brother was asking
Means
about
you
her, too.
haven't seen her then? Drat.
Watch your mouth.
I was really hoping... Never mind. Just let me know if
She was in my bed, or what were you hoping? What's all this about Marcia, anyway?
She hasn't been at Fort Atlas for a little while. Normally, I wouldn't be so worried, but the truth is, she's not the only one. We've been hearing about people going missing all across Appalachia.
It's a mystery.
Knight's orders. prioritize it, but we really should have someone out looking for Marsha. You know what? You're right.
Amber Alert.
If you don't have another assignment from Night Shin, then I could really use your attention on this. I'm going to run a diagnostic on this Pip-Boy. Talk to me as soon as you're available. I'm pretty worried.
I am available right now.
Bring any new finds today?
I can do more than just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put under control day and night?
Got some Blamco. Plan for light raider legs. And we're overweight.
Are you available now to look for Marsha?
Sure.
She could be in trouble. She was supposed to make a trip to Foundation, but a group of initiates recently returned from there, and nobody remembers seeing her.
What do you need me to do? Foundation. Ooh, yeah, she could be missing from the Super Mutant attack. Who's Marsha again? Let's see, why is this so important? I don't have time for right now, so let's just go with what do you need me to do?
Start by talking to her younger brother, Max. He might have an idea where she's gone.
Is she blind?
Something didn't happen to her.
Does she not know I'm over here?
If something did happen while she was in our care, let's not worry.
Feels rude.
Just yet. Here to lend a hand?
Max is down there. And let's see. Yeah, let's get rid of this shovel. Thought I might need that a little longer. Why am I so heavy then? If I didn't get any... Oh. Maybe I got something that's... Face breaker. I don't really want the face breaker. You want it? Let's take a look at it though. Damage increased after each consecutive hit. So it's furious. 40% more power attack damage and a strength bonus. So it's kind of good. I think there's a limit on how high that can go. As far as each consecutive hit damage increases. I think there's a max on that, and I want to say it's like 150%, but I don't know. I think there's a stash box in here, but I think my stash box is probably already full. So we got that, and then all right, no new armor. There's a stash box. Can I put that stupid thing in here? And we're underweight again. Wonder where that goes. Oh, hey Max.
Are you here to help me find my sister?
Yes, I am. When did you last see your sister?
Well, the last time I saw Marsha was when she told me she was going to Foundation for some things. I think that something bad happened to her. It was just supposed to be a quick trip to Foundation, but she hasn't come back yet. I just know she would never leave me on purpose.
Let's see, is she talking about anything before she left?
No, but when she said goodbye, she was acting really weird. She was like, you know I'll always love you, right? She never says stuff like that. It's usually, behave, Max, or can you be quiet, Max? Her best friend, Luis Ramirez, might know something. He's an initiate too.
Wasn't he the one that just died?
Do you think I could become an initiate too?
No, that's right, that was someone else. Let's see. Under control. You can't control Crater Raiders. I mean, they rhyme.
The wasteland is merciless. Hello.
I thought moonwalking was cool. It just works.
How can I help you?
I wanted to talk to you about Marsha Leone.
What has Marsha done this time?
Let's see, believed to be missing this time.
It's been really hard for her to adjust to living in Fort Atlas after losing her mother. She spends most of her time worrying about taking care of Max, but none of it worrying about herself.
Well, seems like she stopped worrying about Max.
I know that Marsha's a little rough around the edges, but that's just because she's already been through a lot in her life. She's the strongest person I know, though, and has a big heart. Hears a lot about the people in her life. I'm lucky enough to be one of them. Missing? No, she's just running an errand to Foundation. Yeah, she'll be back any minute.
He's not saying everything.
Damn it, fine. I can't bear the thought of something happening to her. I can't be sure, but I think she may be with the Raider War Party.
He sounds a little like Rob Lowe. Raider War? Interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's go with this one.
And please bring her back.
Hey, we sold a recipe.
Nice to see you.
He waits till I turn around to say that? It's that booty. No treble. I wish the collision model was a lot smaller on the camera. The photo mode camera. I'm assuming, yeah, I'm supposed to come outside and then retrieve Marsha from the Raiders. So if we go here and then hit C. Ah, wait a minute. That's where those people are that at the end of the last Steel Dawn I had to trade. I gave him a dummy list of Brotherhood of Steel personnel in exchange for where they got the weapons from. But now if Marsha is with them, she can tell them that the list I gave them is phony. Hey, I can do retirement plan.
I'll be asking for you after that heist.
I don't really need more reputation. I just assumed it was here, and I was right. So if she told them, hey, look, it's Paige. If she told them that I gave them a bad list, this might not go down so smooth.
We need to do something about them. I'll go. It's my fault anyway.
I know you're eager to help, but Sheena and Burke are the best there is. Anything that gives them trouble is going to be extremely dangerous.
What are you doing here?
She looks a lot like the initiate Hewson. So I guess I'm supposed to talk to him, but I want to talk to her.
What is it?
They look very much alike.
You have some nerve showing up here.
I sure do.
I'll let Marsha speak for herself, but I'm pretty sure she's not interested in going back.
Hell no, I'm not. How about you don't waste everyone's time and just leave?
Astute observation, Detective. Doesn't make it any of your business.
If we stand by and do nothing, then they will be dead. Sheena and Burke went to AMS headquarters to retrieve something for us and haven't returned yet.
Marsha. Damn it. Well, it wasn't my plan for you to know about this, but now that you do, I guess there's no way around it. Marsha's not going back with you. She's going after Sheena and Burke. She's been bossed around by the Brotherhood enough.
Don't you worry about Sheena and Burke. Let me worry about blank.
I overheard some Brotherhood initiates talking about how AMS headquarters was a place of interest. It was the piece of intel I gave to Pierce and the others so that they would consider letting me join. It's my fault that they're missing. I should have tried to get more information.
Nice try. As much as it kills me, I'm not stupid enough to leave things unsupervised when two of us are already missing.
Ah, I was hoping you would leave things unsupervised. You saw right through my master plan.
I'm not going back to Fort Atlas. No one gave you the right to make my life decisions for me, and the Brotherhood doesn't own me.
So, fine, we'll go and find Sheena and Burke. Or you don't have a choice. You're under the Brotherhood's protection, Missy.
I feel better having one of us there instead of blindly trusting the Brotherhood. Make sure someone is focused on saving Sheena and Burke.
One of us? You really mean it? I'll prove to you, Pierce, that I belong here. I'll undo what I've done.
You being willing to put your life on the line for us is indication enough that you belong in this family. Bring my people back alive and in one piece.
I'll meet you at AMS. I'm not coming back with you after, though. I have a new family now.
You want this life for Max? Whatever.
I won't bite, but I can't speak for my associates.
Is that AMS? Corporate head. Oh yeah,
Posters, but
automatic mining service. Something like that. Bump, 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 dump, dump, dump. These long load screens are so boring.
Members, there is another trouble spot we wish to survey.
Automated mining
Any capable men and women should proceed to the designated location.
Visitors, please
That is
see our
all.
receptionist.
I don't know why I took this picture. I think because it was foggy, and there's one of those scout quests.
Oh shit! I will find you.
Oh, I think.
Cover me! I'm hit. Oh, cover me! I'm hit. Oh, fuck!
Cover him, he's hit.
You're dead meat. My gun was getting lonely.
Plasma grenade should be fine.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit! Huh?
So what am I supposed to be doing here?
I could have handled them on my own, you know.
I know.
I've had to be the one who takes care of Max and me. I'm not used to accepting help. So, thanks.
Sure.
Now that that's taken care of, we should look around and see if there's any trace of Sheena or Burke. I already did a sweep of this floor before that mercenary attacked me, and didn't find anything. Let's try looking upstairs.
Okay. Speaking of that mercenary, stairs? Oh, there we go. Access hatch? Looks pretty weird to me. There's a body, there's a person, there's a, wait, a robot. Uh-oh, we're under caution.
The Hellcats? Ain't nothing like those pansy-ass settlers.
This is sure better than dealing with the fanatics at the pit.
Think I'll buy a new gun with my neck. Do what you love, and you never work a day in your life. It's a good thing I love killing chumps.
Now this one has the radioactive warning. What's that all about? This note, subject 43. Exposure to heated ultrasight, standard parameters, observations, severe mutation consistent with advanced doses of radiation. Conclusion, ultrasight contains highly dense radioactive energy. Even burning a small amount releases enough to serve a variety of industrial applications. Recommended to greenlight all proposed projects.
Intruder, identify your...
Looks like it's on the other side of this wall. A little worried about my carry weight, so I'm not picking anything up. Is that a pulse mine? Plasma mine. Dove necklace. Of course.
That necklace. I know that necklace. I'd recognize that necklace anywhere. That's Burke's necklace. I've never seen them without it. My mom had a similar necklace that she always wore. Never took that thing off. I still regret not being able to retrieve it from her body.
Maybe Burke killed her? Necklace or no, her memory will live on in you. Necklace isn't going to help you in the wasteland. What happened to your mom?
Thank you. You're right. Max and I will keep her memory alive. Maybe I can tell you about her sometime. If you want. At least we know that Burke and Sheena made it to AMS.
It's touching.
Let's keep looking.
Well, we know Burke's necklace made it to AMS. And it seems like she's using gender-neutral pronouns for Burke. I'm going to leave that here. We could go that way. But I believe this is the direction we're going to need to go. Yeah, this is just another dead end. Here's another piece of ultrasight. Da 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 da. I was in there, right? Yeah, I was. Okay. And I don't need to go up there. We can't get there from that way. We got to go this way. All right, third floor, housewares, dead bodies. What am I seeing right there? More ultrasight. I don't think I actually need ultrasight. I think I've got enough from just picking it up around fissures. Technical data. That doesn't weigh anything. Dun dun dun. Kind of like Law and Order. Law and Order, forbidden knowledge. Someone's already been here, but usually when you take these, the light goes off. I remember the last time I came up these stairs, I got attacked. So I'm like looking for a turret or something. He really wanted that piece of pie. Tempted to just drink it. I think it gives you action points. Not entirely sure. Okay, this is not Sheena nor Burke.
There. I recognize them.
It's the body of a dead raider. They appear to have died within the last couple of days.
That's one of the raiders that went with Sheena and Burke. I hope they're still okay. I'm so tired of all the blood and death. I'm tired of losing everyone that I care about. First my mother's death, and now this.
We don't know for sure yet if they're dead. Let's see. Death is a reality. Who else have you lost?
Everyone. Everyone from our camp was killed, except Max and me. We were told to stay out of the fight. I should have been there, though, fighting beside them. You're right. Sheena and Burke are strong. I'm sure they're here somewhere. Come on, we've got to hurry and find them.
Oh, come on now. You can't put fans here. I can't say no to fans. Or toy cars or toy trucks. Or hot plates. Thought this was the jail area. Another piece of ultrasite. Looks like a dead end. I also got the plan for the compound bow, but I haven't made one yet. You know, my camp is right there by the Corpse Flower Death Blossoms event. Someone came by using a bow today, so that was kind of interesting. It's a gallbladder. Hastily written note, crumpled and tossed.
What does that note say?
Hell, we're overrun. Gotta surrender. Only way to make it alive. Please find us. Sheena. Who did they surrender to? Super Mutants? And I guess I need to talk to Marcia again. Whoa.
I can't believe they surrendered. Hopefully that means they were taken alive. The Raiders. They really are like a family. The kind that I want to be a part of.
This chick is confused. Her voice reminds me of Davy from Davy and Goliath, that claymation show. It's about 40 years old, maybe more. What about Max and Ramirez? Aren't they your family? Let's see. It's better to be on your own. Why would you want to make the Raiders your family? That's kind of a good question.
Here's Sheena and Burke. They look out for each other. They're not just about stealing and fighting. I respect that. They don't back down to the Brotherhood either. I want retribution for the lives that have been lost at their hands.
But you don't want retribution for the lives that have been lost at Raiders' hands. So I think that event that Ramadan, what's her name? I can't remember her name now. The Paladin didn't want to report back to the elders because that one incident went badly, and Shin lost those people, and like everyone in the camp died except these two. Is that what we're remembering here? That would explain it.
Of course, they'll always be my family. I just couldn't stand staying in that place anymore with the Brotherhood. One day, they'll understand. Hell, maybe they'll even join me.
Is that what you really want?
Almost to the top of AMS. We must be getting close.
Yes. It's like Bruce Lee, Game of Death. No, not Game of Death. It's the one where he went up the tower at the end. Was that Game of Death? I can't remember. No. Yeah, Game of Death. Oh, man. Even got a typewriter now. Which, you know, typewriter's not known for being lightweight. Oh, okay, this place...
See if you can find a way to open it.
This place has all kinds of turrets in it last time I was here. Security inside, pneumatic elevator, avoid radiation labs, Hellcat eyes only. Don't go opening this door unless you have an appointment to see Sergeant Kit. Hellcats, Sergeant Kit. Gotta look out for turrets.
Stepped in mole rat shit. These are new boots, too.
Haven't had a good firefight in a while.
You just take a seat right there. Thought that was a Deathclaw egg for a moment. Yes, you did. Something. Whatever you do, don't cry out for help. Let's check around here.
Those crater raiders think they're tough shit.
Crater Raider, that just really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Another fan. I think there was a safe in this. Oh, I wish I could take that. And this little TIE fighter. What Oh, it's an anchor. I'm sure this will be in the Atom store eventually. Or that one that's in the seafood restaurant in Morgantown. Oh, it's a recon scope. Doesn't look like anything's in here. That's been picked.
Appalachia will know the name Hellcats.
Is there going to be a turret up there? Maybe not. Yeah, I guess her stealth just isn't as good as mine. And even with all that gunfire, we're back to hidden. So maybe that's all the bad guys. Ooh, level 3. Wiggle, wiggle. Oh. So somewhere around here. Let's go a little deeper. A little bit more. Oh, a little back a little bit. A little bit more. Ka-ching. Buff out. Biometric scanner technical data. Alright. Anything else interesting here? We need a clue. I didn't know I walked right under that kill hole. There might be something up here, like maybe that computer.
Really? You and that little girl are the ones giving my mercs all this trouble.
What mercs?
Hellcats don't put up with anyone getting in the way of us or our caps. This ends now.
What was that?
The door's closed. Oh, great.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Oh my.
Warning. Hostile.
But wait, there's more? Is this door locked? Inaccessible. Of course it's locked.
I heard something.
Huh? I can't move.
You can't move when you're dead. I feel like I should put a landmine down for that guy. Clear the enemy, so there's still an enemy.
Area secure.
There's an enemy. I've got a cryo mine, don't I? Yeah, let's put the cryo mine down over here.
Oh shit! Son of a bitch! I'm hit!
Fine. I'll take care of you myself.
And then... Alright, well...
I'm hit. I'm hit. Oh shit.
Oh man, he's tough.
The Hellcats are unstoppable.
I can't jump. Alright, now I want to adjust my...
Cover me. I'm hit. I'm not afraid to kill you. You can't escape from me. Oh shit. They're gone. You are dead meat. I am ready for a fight.
And... let's go with the flamer grenade.
What was that?
Oh, it went upstairs.
I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Oh, I'm hit. I'm hit. Damn. You're gone. Huh. Guess it was nothing. What was that? Oh! Cover me. I'm hit.
I guess, yeah, I got the sneak attack there. So now, is there a clue? Blue Ridge delivers again. Your most recent delivery was quite satisfactory. Hellcat Company is earning its reputation, and the decision to acquire people from the Blue Ridge Caravan Company was a canny one. Really? Canny? Hardly ever see that word used. The raiders you have captured for the next delivery will provide some intriguing comparisons, but I encourage you to take stock less likely to be contaminated with drugs. It is good to know that there are some holding cells at AMS headquarters that we can use if need be in the future. Should I have taken the note? Yeah, I better take the note. He had 2 beers. So...
Did you find out where Sheena and Burke are?
kind of. This letter implies that Sheena and Burke were captured. Who do you think B is?
I have no idea, but that son of a bitch is gonna pay for messing with Sheena and Burke. Captured? That's good. That means they were taken alive. We need to figure out where these holding cells are. See if you can find anything else that hints toward their location.
Okay.
Please hurry.
Alright, so look for the key, and let's undo forbidden knowledge. There we go. Look for the key. It seems like it would be up in his little apartment. We didn't look up here, though. Data monitoring terminal. Oh, well, there we go. It's in the monitor. Well, maybe not in the monitor. It was in the desk. Oh, look at this. There's a nice rifle. So, oh, go down to the lobby. I don't need to talk to her anymore.
Let's keep going.
All right. Let us. We'll just leave that ultrasight here. How overweight am I? Quite a bit. I've got a lot of grenades. Recon automatic pipe rifle. Oh no, I do want that one. So, and let's eat that. Let's eat both of those. Some more there. Wheeze the juice. Whoa, still got 5 to go. Did I accidentally pick up some missiles or something? Those are kind of heavy. Oh yeah, these. Let's drop these. I thought that would have made more of a difference. Yeah, I don't need that fuel. I'm not going to be operating a flamer anytime soon. Fusion cells. There's a lot of fusion cells. Wait, were any of these fusion cores almost empty? That one. Yeah, I'll keep that one. Didn't really help much, but 10 pounds of plasma cartridges. Wow. So we'll drop about half of these. And that puts us under. Still, why am I so heavy? It could be the ultrasight, but find the raiders. I guess we came out of there. It's in the basement of the Alamo.
What the hell are they doing with all those people? Guess it don't matter long as I'm getting paid. The Merc life is the good life.
What about the dead life? Yeah, I don't need need to start picking things up. Was that Marine something? Marine right leg. Well, so I'm in the area. Kill the guards. I've killed 2 guards. I heard another voice. Should take a.
Firefight in a while. I'm getting antsy.
We should have a.
It's not over yet.
Berry Mentat. Oh, that's the shutter control. Are there more guards to be killed? Let's kill more guards. I guess I picked up a little bit of junk.
Stepped in mole rat shit. These are new boots, too.
Well, they were new boots. Ah, another guard. Burke can't talk.
What are you doing here? This snitch? What the hell?
The Brotherhood sent their lackey to try and bring me back. I told them I refused to even consider it until we found you. They're actually not as bad as I thought. And
Well,
they
I'm...
helped me find you. But anyway, are you two okay? You look pretty beat up.
Been better.
Good work on giving these mercenaries hell, Marcia. You'll make a great addition to the war party. So, can you get us out of here or not?
Let me find out how to let you out. You can rot. That's just not going to work. Here's your necklace back, Burke.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
Let's see. What did you find
Nothing
here?
that could be of use to us. It seems like they were doing some sort of experiments on people down here. That terminal over there might have more information.
Sheena made the right choice.
Thanks, Burke. There was no way we would have made it out of there alive, and I knew Pierce wouldn't just let us go missing. My quick thinking's what kept us alive. Not everything can be won with a fight.
All right, so let me find a way to let you
Appreciate your
out.
help.
Don't worry.
Snitch.
We'll get you out soon.
And there's a terminal. So... Oh, I'm off my home keys. Handcuffs have screws. Now I forgot what it was called. Oh, I can just go to new. Basement key. Oh, it doesn't have the holotape. Interesting. It might not be playable. I want to say it was research notes. I should have paid more attention when I picked it up. Yeah, whatever. A research log. Test subject 00 has received their first dose of heated ultrasight, standard dosing amounts. It appears that the amplified radiation exposure that occurred in our animal test subjects also occurs in humans. The test subject has symptoms of severe radiation sickness and has experienced total hair loss and significant skin damage. Bonus. Test subject Double Ought received triple standard dosing today. It appears that all cognitive brain activity has ceased. The test subject's aggression levels have been increased, likely due to the reduced brain function. Caution is advised. So not all brain function. The test subject Double Ought was unable to sustain the amounts of radiation and is now deceased. Burke, are you okay, man? I'm worried about you. I've got a stim pack. Convince Marsha to return with the Brotherhood of Steel, or convince Marsha to stay with the Raiders. So I need to talk to Marsha next.
Okay, now that we found Sheena and Burke, we can talk. What's up?
We talk about you coming back to the Brotherhood. Can you tell me what happened to your mother from your perspective?
It's hard to talk about, but you've been so patient with me. I've really ever only talked about it with Ramirez, but alright. The town that Max and I were living in with our mother was being threatened by a group of raiders. When the Brotherhood came into town, they decided to be saviors. They actually thought it would be a good idea to arm a bunch of ordinary people with high-tech weaponry. When the raiders came, they took the weapons and slaughtered our people. If we hadn't tried to fight back, my mother would still be alive.
Brotherhood did the best they could. Sounds irresponsible. I can see why you think they're complicit. Something would have happened eventually. The weak don't survive. If raiders killed your mother, why do you want to join them?
These were a different kind of raider. Ruthless, bloodthirsty, callous. The war party is like a family, banded together to fight against the Brotherhood's tyranny. Let's not get it confused. Raiders may have pulled the trigger, but the Brotherhood supplied the guns.
So that's kind of like that guns don't kill people, people kill people, but backwards.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. I'm just filled with so much anger and hurt. Sure, I'll hear what you've got to say.
Come back to the Brotherhood. You should stay with them.
You, Ramirez, Odessa, you've all shown me that maybe all Brotherhood members aren't the same. But I can't just leave the war party. We're family now.
Hello?
I was just checking to see if you were streaming.
I am.
Okay, well, I love you. Dinner's ready for you.
Love you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Let's see. A family at Fort Atlas. Max needs you to not end up a bootlicker. That's true. What would your mother think if you left Max? Wow.
Yeah, you're right about that one. Someone's got to raise that boy to think for himself.
Marsha, no. Why would you go back to them? The Brotherhood are our enemies.
I'm not joining the Brotherhood, but I can't just abandon everyone at Fort Atlas. Their initiate helped me see that. I'm sorry. I really am. I'll never forget the way that you all accepted me into your family. I hope that one day we'll be able to see each other again, and it won't be on fighting terms. Thanks again. For everything. I'll see you back at Fort Atlas.
Quite an echo in here. The light just changed. That's kind of weird.
Hey. Hey.
Hey. If I just drop some stim packs on the ground, will that be enough? Alright, so back to Scribe Valdez. what are we doing here? We've been active almost 2 hours. It seems like it's about an hour per episode or phase or quest within the quest chain. Loading, loading, loading.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Boop, boop. I'm on a boat. And more loading. Too bad you can't just load inside from the map.
We are really fixing this place up,
See
don't
if
you
I can
think?
I don't want to squeeze in here.
Welcome back, Initiate. I see that Marcia has returned and in brighter spirits than before. I don't know how you managed it, but great work. Did you discover anything else on your mission?
There was this letter from someone named B.
This letter is concerning.
B stands for
Now that
Shin.
we're missing, it seems that these
No, no,
Hellcat
no.
mercenaries and the Blue Ridge Caravan Company are both involved in the other disappearances. Please, take this to Rahmani as soon as you can. She'll want to hear about this.
I don't know if I can turn in technical data yet.
Or did you come to lend a hand?
Mm-hmm. Let's, yeah.
Sure.
The
Always
substructure.
happy to talk tech with an initiate.
I guess we wasted that ultrasight power cell with the transmitter being destroyed. We'll be able to revive Atlas Project.
It's a shame. But luckily I still have the blueprints and the original. I can make more. And we
Aren't
can always
you
go back
handy
and retrieve
dandy?
the one from the transmitter if we still need to. No, I don't think so. As much as I'd love to, we're too short-handed, and I just don't have that kind of expertise. We'll have to make do with learning what we can from the project for now.
Alright, let's just get out of here. And go talk to Rahmani. Home plate.
Reminds Scribe Valdez to retune my power armor.
Down? Oh, do I need to talk to, where is Rahmani?
I'll have some initiates inspect the perimeter. We can't afford to find any more weak points.
Let's play pretend. I'll be Knight Shin. This had better be important. Yeah, except when she bosses me around. But soon I'll be big like her and she won't be able to do that anymore.
I'll still be able to take you, little twerp.
No way. I'm gonna be super strong and have power armor. You won't even stand a chance.
Oh, more about you, blah, blah, blah.
Nice to see you again. Hey. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually starting to like it here. I do miss Pierce, Sheena, and Burke.
Wow, they look so much
I
alike.
hope that they're staying safe. The loss of my mother.
It's like they're sharing one face.
But I know now the Brotherhood isn't solely to blame. Thanks for showing me a different perspective.
Did she just burp?
See ya.
Brotherhood and Dr. Hardy. Oh no. What did I do this time?
Is it another mission? Please don't make me go. So what's your story? Do you like it? You don't believe in yourself very much. Any thoughts on Paladin Rahmani? What do you think of Shin? About Initiate Norland.
I know it's my fault. Regardless of anything Knight Shin says, yes, I'm young and inexperienced, but he still died because of me.
Yeah, Shin should not have sent you two off by yourself.
Stood and fought, then maybe.
Then maybe you'd both be dead. You have to forgive yourself that Ugh.
Yeah, I guess. Initiate Norland was brave. I guess I just want to be a little more like him.
A little more dead?
It's awful that he had to give his life for me to finally realize that. I really thought that Night Shin hated me. But I respect him a lot, and I really want to be a soldier he would be proud of.
There's just not enough hours in the day.
Paladin Rahmani approved my recommendation, so I wouldn't be here without her. She's so confident and determined. I could never be like that.
Maybe.
I'd at least like to try. What? You want to know about me? Well, it's really not an interesting story. Really. I grew up in a town, and...
Like you do?
We were getting attacked a lot by mutants and raiders, and that's when Dr. Hardy came along. I helped him out all I could.
One of the Hardy boys.
So, when he got recruited by the Brotherhood, I guess he kind of recommended me, and here I am.
So, a lifelong ambition then?
Whatsoever would make you think that?
Listen, Houston, you're a strong, brave Brotherhood initiate. You got this. Let's see, I know it may feel hard to believe, but you're doing just fine, and I'm here if you need anything. You should get your act together so people don't have to babysit you.
Thanks. I mean, I feel like you're way more capable than me, so it means a lot for you to reach out. I'm going to keep trying to be better, so that other people can count on me too.
All right, we're done.
Hi.
No. I'm going to interact with her again, see if her face lights up.
I did all my exercises today. A promise. What? Of course. I mean, I know I'm not very good.
Okay, that was weird, because, like, as soon as we were done talking to her before, her face went dark. For the lighting.
I wasn't anything. And now I have a home, a mission, a family, kind of. I mean, I know not many people like me, but they give me a reason to be better. To keep trying when everything is scary and bad. And maybe
Armor Ace?
make things just a little less scary and bad for everyone else, too.
I can dig it. All right, well, I think, yeah.
Oh, okay. See you.
Yeah, I don't know. Last time we finished talking to her, it's like she was well lit, and then the lighting went dim. Where is Rahmani? She's this way and downtown. Oh.
Bound in Brotherhood.
She probably came in here because she got tired of hearing Shin's voice.
Finding everyone
This guy looks familiar.
is my top priority, but we need more evidence before we can act.
Evidence? But what more do you need, huh? Are you saying my Cassie is a liar?
Looks a lot like this guy.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Initiate. Excellent timing. There's something we should discuss.
I agree.
Mr. Knapp here has come to us with
But you and me, what would the kids look like?
My niece Cassie. Cassie Holloway. She paid some caravan and folk to help her travel here from out west. Sent me some letters just before she set out. Them letters arrived just fine, but she didn't. I went and spoke with them caravanners, and they tell me that my Cassie never set out with them at all. Those, Blue Mountain, what's it?
Blue Mountain, you say? Looks like we're heading back to AMS.
Really? This letter said they would acquire more people from Blue Ridge? Interesting. This is the first real lead we've found, and it connects directly with what Mr. Knapp is reporting. I actually had my own suspicions about the organization, but this information certainly tips the scales.
What made you suspicious?
I've made several attempts to contact the Blue Ridge Caravan Company in hopes of trading supplies. They turned me down. Every time. I understand that the Brotherhood can be an
With your charm?
presence. And the West Virginia chapter didn't exactly leave behind a shining legacy. But I think we've shown we have Appalachia's safety and security at heart. Yet they remain unwilling to even speak.
Maybe they've met Knight Shin.
Find it suspicious. During our travels, we found that a caravan group was just as often a cover for slavers and raiders. The friendly guys for rolling through towns.
I feel like I got a sneeze coming on.
I didn't suspect Blue Ridge of such at first. But their repeated refusal to talk, Mr. Knapp's story, and this letter are simply too much to ignore.
Good job, Perry Mason. Okay, so what's next?
Investigate this Blue Ridge Caravan Company and meet you. They have an office at the west end of the Big Bend Tunnel. Initiate. I'd like you to meet me there. Try not to attract too much attention either.
Yeah.
Realize we're in the Brotherhood, they may clam up.
So what are you gonna wear?
Thank you, Initiate. At Victorian.
What about you, Pops?
Wait a second. I remember you. You're the one that went to bat for me with that night feller. Well, guess I can rest easier knowing you're helping out again. If there's something I can tell you that'll help find my Cassie, just ask.
Let's see, what can you tell me about your niece? Why are you so sure Blue Ridge is involved? Have you heard about any other missing people? So I want the first and the third questions.
Tough as nails and twice as sharp. The girl is like a, what do you call it? Prodigy for farm work. She wrote saying she's moving to Foundation. Share her knowledge and such. Sounded like a load of hooey to me, but I'd love to see her all the same.
Hooey and all.
I'm not really one for socializing. I couldn't tell you. I keep to myself and family. Like Cassie.
Let's go ahead and ask this one.
Because Cassie said so herself. Or at least her letters did. She called them out by name a few times. Said she hired them to provide safe travel. Of course, when I went and asked them myself, they played the fool. No, sir, we deliver cargo, not people. Bunch of lions, sons of every one of them.
Pretty strong words.
Just get her home safe, please. She means the world to me.
Alrighty. And we're not overweight, so we can fast travel. Yay! I need to make sure that my gun is not going to break. I don't think I can repair it yet. I haven't actually done that much shooting in a while. Oh?
Scientist soldier. I like the sound of that.
This order puts a
Let's see, one of these. Here's a weapon. Oh, maybe we'll get to see the glitch I've been having lately. Oh, we can't quite repair it. We've got just a little bit of double health left right here. Do I get stuck? Okay. Often enough lately, when I exit a workbench, I get stuck there. The only thing I can do is go to the map and fast travel if I'm not overburdened. If I'm overburdened, then the only thing I can do is log out. So I'm delighted that it didn't happen that time. Although, you know, it would have been nice to share the news. Show you an example, but it's a huge waste of time. Huge. Waste of time. And we're there. Now we're walking. Boom, 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 boom. I have not done the mission where you do the escort through the tunnel.
That's hard work making a living.
I hope we can set up.
I can't wait to see what Rahmani's wearing. Yep, not very Brotherhood-like.
Ah, there you are, Inishi.
I mean, friend.
Sorry for the informality, but we should keep a low profile. I don't want to spook anyone that might
She's so sly. Sure thing, Layla.
Huh. Don't get too used to that. But listen, I was hoping we could talk for a few minutes before we head upstairs. Let me buy you a drink. What do you say?
Well, if you're going to take me upstairs, you should buy me dinner.
Oh, cut the crap. I'm being real here. There's some things we need to hash out. Come on, pull up a stool.
All right.
Take a seat.
I guess that's a seat. I'll take it.
Oh boy, a customer. What can I get for you?
A whiskey neat, bottle of pickaxe pilsner, or whatever will knock me out the fastest. Just a Nuka-Cola, please. Someone told me Nuka-Shine is a real trip. Intelligence 1? I don't understand. Is it if you only have one? That's the only way you can order it? All right, let's get a pilsner.
Okay then, nice and simple, coming right up. Okay, here you go. Enjoy.
Huh. A fine choice. Salamati, my friend.
Salamati? It sounds a little like Tagalog, but I've never heard salamati, just salamat. Anyway, so about you and Knight all right, a while ago you mentioned another Knight Connors?
Alan Connors. Dear, dear friend.
All right, she got an armor ace patch on her little fanny pack.
Every storm I weathered. We survived the bombs together, joined the Brotherhood together. He was more than my right hand. He was really a lifelong companion. I'd never really considered a world without him. Not just to me either. To both Valdez and Shin. He was like a big brother. Even a father. He was always there for them. That's the part that gets to me. He was an important person to damn near everyone. It's what makes his absence hurt even more.
Oh, yeah. Trying to keep it light. Let's see, sounds like a great guy. I wonder if things would have been different if he were here. Let's just go with that one.
He was the bedrock of this team. And things were never the same with Shin from then on. When we lost Alan, Shin stepped up to take on many of his responsibilities. He was on top of the grief. That must have been a lot to handle. It led him to fall back on what he knows. Rules and doctrine. He doesn't trust anyone else to help him see beyond that. Not like he trusted Alan. And because of me, because of a call I made, we all lost him. I know Shin will never forgive me for
Reckless decisions like that put everyone at risk. Sorry for your loss. Let's go with that one.
Hearing me out. It's an honor to pass on his story. He deserves that and so much more. Oh, I'd rather not ruin this. I just need a brief moment where I'm not a paladin to a headstrong, self-righteous, mutinous knight. Very well. Thank you for humoring me, even if it was just for a moment. Let's head upstairs. And remember to keep a low profile. We're just a pair of friendly traders looking for potential business.
Yeah, dressed like this, that's what I am.
Look out, here comes trouble. Oh, have you returned to plunge into the depths of Big Bend again? Well, I'm on break, sorry.
Ms. Mayfield, my name is Layla. I made an appointment to speak with you.
Please,
Think anyone,
Joanna's just fine.
think anyone saw me steal that
When all this
fan?
dagger hubbub is flattering, why don't we cut to the chase? Paladin Rahmani.
Dun dun dun!
Okay, Joanna. It appears I underestimated you.
And looky there. You've got one of these famous vault dwellers in tow. Oh, and I know this one. Made a splash around here. Say, when are you planning to provide some of that skill to my caravans?
I'd appreciate if the job offers were saved for later. We're here on pressing business.
Okay, Paladin. Down to brass tacks, then. It's not an accident that I finally opted to meet with you. After playing hard to get for so long. We know you're interested in the folks that have gone missing. We are too. Been looking into it for a spell now.
Okay, then tell us what you know. We have to act fast, or before that, you should know we have evidence connecting Blue Ridge to all of this. Yeah, let's tip our hand. See, hold on. If you knew, why lie to Art Knapp? Why refuse our help? Those are good questions.
Plain and simple. I wanted to handle this internally. I didn't want news of this stirring up a panic, maybe causing the perpetrators to flee. Our clients paid us for safe transport, and we failed them. It was our responsibility to solve it discreetly. I'm sure you can appreciate that. As for deceiving Mr. Knapp, well, I dislike fibbing. But sometimes you've got to play your cards close to your chest, especially when lives are at stake.
I don't buy it. Sounds more like you were trying to prevent future clients from being scared off.
It does kind of sound like that.
If this sudden cooperation isn't in the interest of helping others. Maybe you've just been caught.
I'd be offended by these accusations if it didn't weave such a fascinating story. Are you planning to sell that as a dime novel? Well, if you're wondering why my organization would choose to dodge your calls, examine the attitude with which you've started this conversation. The pseudo-authority you're flaunting is exactly the type of oppression and regulation that my free enterprise can do without.
Okay, all right then. Tell us what you know. We have to act fast.
All right. That's fine by me.
Right now, the most important thing is finding everyone that has gone missing and returning them home. Being upfront with your involvement in this now will be looked upon favorably, because we're not stopping until this is solved and they are safe.
Slow down, Paladin. This is not an admission of guilt or an attempt to weasel out of responsibility. We are just as concerned about these folk as you. We're willing to cooperate in hopes of saving lives, nothing else. And if you're hoping I'm about to spill the beans on some secret abduction scheme, you're out of luck. We have the same goals as you in this.
Hello?
Honeyed words.
No.
We should proceed. What
What do you want it
tell
for?
us about the people that went missing from your caravan?
On my video?
Better to
I
just
don't
let
think
me
you
take a
can
look
reach it
for
without
yourselves.
causing a problem.
On the staircase,
Come on in here.
All right.
This guy looks like some
I have 2 eyes. Agreed. I've got your back. Don't you think you're jumping to... Yeah, let's go.
Thanks. It's good to follow your instincts.
You what?
They rarely steer me wrong.
Fallout 76. Your favorite.
Harper's Ferry, the train tunnel. Fun showing our guests the route.
Anyway, I just wanted to show how adorable I am in this hat.
Fairly adorable.
Really want to go back there?
That was exactly my thinking.
I bet you don't even like Spellcaster University.
I don't know how to play it because I played it one time and they destroyed my university.
Wow. Well, yeah, at the end of every level it gets destroyed, and then on the final level you can either go into battle and win, or you can flee on the back of a flying magic turtle, or you can lose, I guess, but you don't.
So I have to...
So you lose every chapter until the last chapter, and then you can win.
Oh. Okay. I thought that was the end of the game.
No. Yeah, it says in the dialogue, but I can see how you missed that. Because it looks, you do lose, and then you rebuild. Let's see. I wasn't paying attention. Did we solve the mystery? I think we have what we need. Let's go. What are we expecting to find here? See ya. What was for dinner?
Cheesy biscuits and this really good soup. And it tastes a little bit like chili, and it has ground beef and corn and like little things of celery.
So probably cheesy biscuits and hamburger soup.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you. Can you tell me about this train tunnel?
The train tunnel itself isn't so important, but underneath is a top-secret gas pipeline running all the way out of the region. It's a pretty discreet route. Safe, too, comparatively. Except, the most recent trip.
Tell me of this most recent trip. All right, so what are we expecting to find there?
The last known whereabouts of one of our caravans. They set up camp there, but come morning, the entire place was abandoned. It was a big group, maybe around 15, including our own guard.
You've lost that many people? And we're only just now hearing about this.
Well, they're not beholden to us.
That's on me. I chose to keep this off the books. May be a bad call, but let's save examine in hindsight for when we've gotten to the bottom of this.
I forgot why I came in here.
Why did you come in here?
I wanted to know if you had any juice flavors you didn't like.
Nope.
Darn.
And you burned through that other one already, right?
Yeah. I didn't want to drink milk because my nose.
I wonder if this stuff would be good in milk. It might be.
Milk? That sounds nasty.
All right. Love you.
Okie, I'll meet you there. It's the big fancy train tunnel just east of Harper's Ferry.
Now, time is money, and I've burned a bottle and plant worth of caps chatting with you two. So if you don't mind, please direct any further inquiries to my masked associate.
Fine. But after reviewing the evidence, I plan to revisit Blue Ridge's involvement in this matter.
By all means. If you find something that gets us answers, we can talk till the Brahmin come home.
All right. Map updated Harper's Ferry Tunnel. I wonder if that's... Ooh, we're missing uranium fever. It's a good way to get 3 legendaries pretty easily. Harper's Ferry is north. All right, so here, yeah. Oh, we can't fast travel to it? All right, so let's go to Harper's Ferry, and that should put us... I'm over encumbered. What? 307 to 305. It's probably time to eat again. Sure. And a little bit more food, maybe. Salisbury steak. Getting low on food, but high on weight. All right, let's try that again. Lost my place. So if we fast travel to here, it should put us over here. That's what it has traditionally done. I had a camp under that bridge for a while on my melee character. Good morning. Looks familiar, right? Like Art Knapp. Okay, are we loaded yet? There we go. So, now this tunnel used to be highly irradiated. It might still be. Definitely got the barrels. Let's save some AP in case I want to run somewhere else. Is that Rahmani? Or is that the masked friend? Rahmani.
Initiate. Glad you made it here safely.
I am getting
Ares
hungry.
character is further ahead. I should mention, every instinct I have is telling me not to trust him. It seems we don't have much choice for the time being, but we'd be wise to keep an eye on him.
What's got you so on edge, Paladin?
As I mentioned before, this isn't my first time dealing with a caravan group like this. More than once, we discovered that slavers had been using the guise of a caravan to collect and transport people. Blue Ridge using a dark corner like this for their operations only raises my suspicions. I cannot overlook the similarities.
Well, all right, let's go meet him.
All right, you take point. Guns at the ready. I spotted some feral ghouls earlier.
I believe you did. I hate when you shoot one of these guys before they get up and then you can't loot them. Mute fruit, guard note. Still can't believe I got this job. They nearly doubled my salary, and for what? To sit here and read and make sure vagrants stay out? Okay. I don't know what they're doing down there. Don't care. If they were wearing a suit or a hard hat, I just wave them through. One of the suits was running late the other day and nearly got hit by a train. Guess he forgot to check the schedule. That doesn't really tell us much other than he doesn't care. Let's go ahead and... Oh, it's empty. Doom, 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 doom.
Well, hello there. The spot we're looking for is further in the facility. There's a trick to getting in. Give me one shake of a lamb squatch's tail to get it open.
Lamb squatch.
Let's see, 30 days past September, carry the 2.
Is this for real?
And Viola is just a little further ahead.
Viola.
Please, after you.
Fine. But don't think we aren't keeping an eye on you.
I can't blame you. I know I'm a real looker.
Metal detector. Alright, no cigarette lighters, matches, blowtorches, oil lamps, firearms, fireworks. Employees carrying any of these items should be sent to management immediately for a reprimand. And what are we carrying? Got freaking Molotov cocktails. was trying to look in there. There we go. A locket will have screws, so let's take that. Now this is a little weird. I guess not. You know, Harper's Ferry's on that part of the map. Getting a little off track here. Hear footsteps over here. Thought I did anyway. Could I be mistaken? Of course I could. There we go. Working late, and I don't think we're going to be able to read that note. Another fan. Let's where was it? Home plate. Yeah, I'm going to drop that. Now, handcuffs, steel, screw, and spring. What was the thing? Oh, the locket, silver locket, silver, and a screw. Just in case you didn't believe me. I'm going to leave the typewriter here. These look like we can't get through them. Is there a computer? Oh, here's a note. Reminder about password. In case you guys forgot, we need to use the new decryption system for entering the password. Stop asking why there's no letters on the stupid machines. Take the password, convert it into numbers. Try using those mechanical engineering degrees for once. So, take the password and convert it into numbers. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and take that note. I don't remember what it's called, so I won't be able to look it up. Observation terminal, new ID, the end. Let's see, Baishi has decided to start doing a new decryption system for the passwords, project names, even our own employee IDs. Say bye-bye, Dr. Owen Dade, and say hello to my new persona, 12/4/22/13. 26, 23, 22. I thought M was 13, not N. But then 23 wouldn't be Dade. Oh, so okay, so it doesn't. So, oh, A, it's backwards. A is 26, Z is 1. Oh, my God. All right, so I'll give it about a week before they change their minds on this. Personally, I think the new system is nothing but a stinking pile of... Wow, I don't want to mess with that. The end, we got word of what happened there. Guess I should... Oh, wait. Got word of what happened up there. Guess I should count myself lucky that I'm on this shift. We didn't even notice anything was going on. Our water system is entirely insular. We've got climate control and enough emergency rations left in the cave-in prep closet. The world may be over, but we're still here. Vines. These vines are driving us all nuts down here. Seems like they are growing stronger by the day. Can't even cut the damn things anymore. Mel said he's developing something that should be able to weaken them. He's been really quiet about it, though. I think he's full of it personally. Not feeling great. If it's not one thing, it's another. Mel used to use some kind of chemical to make the vines weaker, so we've been able to keep them at bay, except the ones in the pump room, of course. We don't want whatever got trapped down there to get loose. Not feeling great, though. Maybe we just need some fresh air? All right. So, not getting anything out of that. Swish. There, he's almost freaked me out there. Is that something right there? No, it's not. It's nothing right there. We're going the wrong way. I was just curious about this place. Not a very systematic search. I guess I won't be getting through here. Guess there's nothing in here. That's blocked up. No smoking. Whoa, Maniac Nathan. Sorry for all the pings on Discord. Oh, don't worry about it. Is that what I've been hearing? Do I even have Discord open? I just see the two. What's going on? Oh, we got strongholds tonight. I don't know if I'll make it. That's I'm central. It's already 10. Was that supposed to be? No one showed up? Heesh. Yeah, I don't play. We're talking about World of Tanks. I don't play that much. I guess I do, but I'm usually just doing the daily missions, and then as soon as I finish them, I'm out. I showed up for one not too long ago, but we had more people than we needed, which is, different. And I love Tommy, so I don't plan on leaving, but if you guys needed to make room, I would understand. Yeah. Oh, why did I pick that up? Let's go ahead and break it down. I don't know how long I'm going to be stuck in this mission, so I don't want to get my carry weight up. Oh man, there's a lot of good stuff here too. Typewriter. So I guess we just need to go back to where we're supposed to go. Be a good place to loot. Oh, here's another door. I also got the impression that there were a lot of people that don't even play anymore. Which, you know, I've been playing for 7 or 8 years, I guess. And it's, you know, for a long time, the big draw for me was that it was free. But I mean,
The camp's just past this door here. I'll get it open.
you know, over that 8 years, I've probably put $200 into it.
And that's bad. Oh, that's very bad.
Ares, what's a holdup?
Oh, for this? Not a lot of deal. Yeah, on the scoreboard, there was only a couple of things I was even interested in. And most of them are at the beginning. Is he going to get grabbed by one? That would be different.
Welcome to the 9th Circle of Hell. First, the good news. It's bring your own paramilitary night. So, the Paladin drinks for free.
Okay. Bad news, start making sense. What is this place?
Bad news is that I can't unseal that door. Here's the quick version. Clever little me locks that door by setting off a bogus gas leak alarm. But it looks like in order to lift the lockdown, you need to verify there's actually no gas leak. The door is real picky like that.
Yeah, he's a bit of a character. Okay, so verify there's no gas leak. Yeah, what are you trying to get me to do? That's
Trying to get you to drop the bad cop act and listen for starters. If you'll cast your steely gaze to the left, you'll see a massive, impenetrable wall of strangler vines. To verify there's no gas leak, we need to get to the pump room. One guess where the pump room is located.
probably back there. All right, behind the impenetrable wall of strangler vines.
Winner, winner, rag steak dinner. There were some engineers living down here well after the bombs fell. Looks like they lasted a few years even. Which means they had a way of fighting back the vines. Maybe you start by looking for how they did that.
Whatever it was that made him sick. Let's go ahead and ask him what their strangler vines are.
I don't know.
Maybe.
They're all over this region though.
Okay, I thought he might have a good
Hard to
answer.
smell to cut, and they grow like they hold a grudge.
All right.
We'll just skulk here in the corner in case another way of opening this door comes to mind. Let me know if you have any luck. Try not to die a terrible death.
It will be a good one.
A very contrived way of getting us killed. Stay sharp, Initiate.
Okay, so we probably need to go right back where we were. Was this where we were? I want to grab that clock for the aluminum. Actually, I haven't been low on aluminum in a while, so I'm not that worried about it. That's the
Look there.
look, a red button. Oh, password panel 3.
Seems like some kind of thrown together lab. Do you suppose they were making something to deal with the vines? I think I see some kind of chemical on the ground there. We need to find a way to unlock this door.
All right, new decryption system for entering the password. Stop asking me why there's no letters in the stupid machine. Take the password, convert it into numbers. So what is the password? And then the numbers are backwards. So was it here and I'm just not seeing it? Okay, to convert it into yeah. Oh. Wow, I missed this. IT work order. Let's see. Help, I entered the right password and it doesn't work. Can you guys help me, please? Ticket notes, $5 says this jackass is misspelling sesame as me. Again, it should be, all right. That's why you want to keep a dry erase board handy. So it should be 822, 826. I wonder if you have to put the 0 in. 822, 826, 1422. All right, Bishi pipeline IT support. I mean, seriously. But 8 would be 8th from the end, or approximately. So there's 3 password panels. So presumably they each go to a different place. Open Sesame Seed. Since there's only a few of us left down here. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to do some work. All right, so open Sesame Seed. And I'm just going to do the alphabet first. A, B, C, D, E. Let me know if I miss one. F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. All right, so then we start with Z and number backwards. So 1, 2, 3. It's all on one for the wall on the wall. It's all on one for the walls to your left. You mean I don't have to figure it out? That would be delightful. Maybe I have to pick it up. Let's see, why? Because I'd sell any of you to the nearest raider if it meant I could eat another sesame seed bagel again.
Sesame seed, eh?
To the left.
I've always been more of an everything bagel person.
All right, we already read this one. Yep.
From the sound of it, they wrote the numbering system down so they wouldn't need to remember it. Must be around here somewhere.
And then convert the numbers. It won't let me take that one. Are you sure about that? By the window. All right, so here's a window. To the left. Or that would be funny if they just like wrote it right there. Like spray painted it on the wall. Oh, right here. Is that what you were talking about? Oh, well, it's actually easier to read without the light. So I'll just erase all of this. That'll make it easier. Just skip a step. And I shouldn't have picked that note up because I want to read it again. Wow, what was it called? Hopefully it'll have the... No, it doesn't have the marker on it. Hey, look, I got a plan. That'll save me a little bit of weight. Yeah. It's not this. No. It's not this either, is it? Nope. All right, well. I wish I hadn't picked that up, but it's open sesame seed. I'll probably spell it wrong just like the other guy did. All right, so O is going to be 12. It used to be so much faster if I just looked it up online. P is 11. E is 22. Actually, we already had sesame. N is 13. I remember that much. And then S was 8. E is 22. 8. 22. I wrote them a little too close together. M should be 14. And E is 8 again. Oh, jeez, I messed that up. A is 26. And then seed is going to be 8 again. 22, 22, and then D is 23. Oh, maybe that's why there's 3 panels, because you have to put in the 3 words separately. Let's see if that's the case. All right, so activate. Whoa, activate will be E. And, this makes it a little bit easier. So it's going to be 4 digits, and it starts with 12. Makes it substantially easier. I thought it was going to be way more tedious. Starts with 8. And starts with 8 again. And it's 4 digit. And then hit this.
Well,
hooray for our team.
That was some impressive detective work.
Couldn't have done it without Nathan. Let's see.
Let's have a look at this. Aha! My hunch was right. According to the label, they made an extremely potent herbicide. Judging from this container, it looks like it's meant to be dispersed into a larger system. No sprinklers in here, so... Dear Lord. The facility's water line? That would explain the bodies out there, but... why? They must have known this would happen.
Huh. That is weird.
Time to dwell on that. Initiate, let's look for a station where we can access the water line. This is what we need to weaken the vines.
I like the boss here. No one left alive, so I may as well admit it. I couldn't come up with a formula to combat the strangler vines. I found some industrial strength herbicide in the storage room. The fancy dispenser, the formula notes, this lab station, all just a facade. At first, I added a tiny bit and it worked. No one got sick. Seemed fine. You guys thought I was really smart, so win-win, right? They started resisting the smaller dose. Had to up it. I thought maybe our drinking water's filtration system would fix it. People puking their guts out says otherwise. I refuse to drink it. I'd rather let the thirst take me. Sorry, guys. At least I got to feel what it was like to be the smartest guy in the room for a bit. when he was the last one. Is that what he means? For anyone that finds this, I'll leave some herbicide behind. Use every bit of it and give those vines my best regards. All right, so she has the herbicide, right? Find an access point for the water. Sure we can't open that door? Access point for the water. Do we have a... It's going to be down there. All that machinery. Oh, I can't jump here. Urgh. The ceiling's too close. Alright, not here. No? Nope. Nope. Maybe?
Here we go. This looks like it connects to the main water line. Let's talk next steps.
Oh, up here. Here we go. So, talk to Paladin.
Should be able to disperse the herbicide into the water line from here. I'm suspecting that the security system here won't appreciate that. Expect alarms. And the company that alarms tend to attract. Ready for a fight?
Sure. I'm ready. I'll watch your back. Give me some time to prepare.
Fingers crossed.
Let's go for it. Yeah, I should have maybe put down a couple mines.
Okay. The chemical has started dispersing into the water systems. Damn. It's detected a foreign substance. Prepare for it to get noisy in here. Initiate, I'll need you to keep them off my back. Ad Victoriam.
No promises. Victoria Principle. Damn.
The system is blocking me from releasing a sample outside this room. I need more time. Keep it up.
Let's juice up a little bit. Oh, a glowing one. Oh, he's a triple threat. I probably should have let him heal up so he could mutate. There he is.
Through to about half the facility. Can't stop now. I'll need to reach the drainage system if we're going to affect the vines.
Oh, let's
Unlocking the last gate valve now. Give him hell, initiate. Done. The chemical
Me too.
is pumping throughout the entire water system now, including a cess pipe that was for disposing of unwanted.
Two-shot minigun.
Well, one sleazy company's environmental negligence is our gain, I suppose. Those vines should be weak enough to break through now.
I'm going to be so overweight by picking that up.
The water, if I were you, though.
I think the other legendary was over here. Somewhere? Am I wrong? Junky short gamma gun. I don't think I even want to pick that up. Bashing damage and damage increases when suffering from addiction. I don't think that's going to be popular. Whereas the two-shot minigun. Oh, yeah. The thing about the two-shot, I keep forgetting, is it's not that one bullet counts as two bullets. It's that each time you fire, it uses two bullets and shoots two. Fats criticals do plus 50% damage. It's not bad, but I think I'm going to drop this. Too bad there's no legendary vendor down here. So what are we doing now? Destroy the strangler vines, blocking the pump room. Oh, back out where Ares is. Why don't I just use this ramp? Oh, did you want that? It wasn't that great. I much prefer vampire. Destroy the strangle of vines, blocking the pump room. So how do I do that? Did I miss something? I probably should have been listening to her. I'm really bad at listening.
I'm still thinking about other ways we might get this door open. Definitely not replaying old episodes of Katie Inkwell in my head. Any luck finding a way to lift the lockdown yet?
Let's see. But a lot of people live down here. No, I'm just gonna exit out of that. So it still looks like. What disease do I have? Oh, I got attacked by. Yeah. So once again, I'm always doing that, closing the menu that I'm in, because I want to get to the menu that's sort of where I already am. Can't get here. Can't go through here. I think this is just, yeah, this just goes back into that room where we did the thing. Destroy the vines blocking the pump room. Maybe I just need to attack them. I might have a melee weapon. No, it looks like I put it away. Oh, well, there we go. Is it time to drink again? Getting a little low on food. And we are... Nope, this is not the way. I figured we'd be waking some ghouls along the way. Did the vines make that noise?
It doesn't sound like a feral ghoul to me. We should watch our backs in here.
Was it a sheep squatch? Shoot them. Yeah, it took me a moment, but... Plunger, that's what we need. Can we go this way? Yeah, let's go this way. I'm scared. Are you scared? What is that? What is that? Why does it look like a big ball? Did you say slosh? Ooh. Oh, it's that fire can down there. There's a globe. Verify pump integrity.
Hostile robotic entity? That's troubling. Be on the lookout.
Okay. Let's get a pulse grenade ready. So, are we still going the right way, or destroy the hostile robot? 28 meters this direction. Do we got to get wet? $14 this. Oh, is that an assaultron? Yeah, it's a fake sheep squatch. Gonna hit myself. Yo 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 yo. Wow, it still doesn't see me. Oh man, I'm taking some damage.
I haven't lost my mind, have I? That was an assaultron dressed up as a sheep? Whatever it was, it's dead. And we should be able to lift the lockdown. Let's get back to that terminal.
I don't know what command parameters is, but we're going to take... Actually, I can do this. Command parameters, and then... Oh, it's a holotape. So let's go ahead and get that. That, and I'll take that too. So... Good old pipe gun. And I'm going the right way? Maybe. Maybe I'm going the right way. This looks sort of right.
I'm still thinking about other ways we might get this door open.
Oh, did I
Definitely not
skip a step?
episodes of Katie Inkwell in my head.
Good old Katie Inkwell. She's a stone cold fox. Oh, I thought... Disable the lockdown? Oh, crap-a-tastic. Whee! Lost my way. Another one. Verify pump integrity.
That's that.
Lockdown can now be lifted.
Has anything to do with all this?
If I weren't dragging you along with me, I would be tempted to explore this cavern. There's probably not much more to it anyway, but oh, I hate to leave a fan behind. I love my fans. Oh. Vorpal Claw? What is this, the Jabberwock? It's not funny. Not everyone can run like a champ. Everything looks good here. Is your knife sharp yet?
Your boss looks like she's about to strangle me with one of those vines. Something happening there?
Ares, between the feral ghouls, the strangler vines, and that insane sheep robot, I've about reached my limit with this place. And your antics. I don't know if this is some kind of trap or elaborate cover-up, but we need to get through that door and get answers. Now.
There's someone...
Whoa, trap? Where's this coming from? Hold on. Did you say sheep robot? Like the Baba kind or the killer robot kind?
Ares, the door. Now. Please.
Earlier I said that one of the voiceover actors sounded like Rob Lowe. This sounds like the same guy.
We're getting closer to the truth. I can feel it.
You can't handle the truth. Let's see what's back there. I think you're a little hard on Ares. Let's just deal with him.
I hope you're right. I'd like to believe he's innocent in all of this, but I can't lose sight of the goal. Finding the missing people like Cassie is a time-sensitive, life-or-death situation.
Yeah, but even if we think he's guilty, letting him know we think he's guilty is just going to put him on the defensive and...
Enrollment's expired, sure. And done. Trust me now, I'll even lead the way, so if you change your mind, it'll be easier to shoot me in the back.
Thank you for opening the door.
Start walking.
But know that if we find anything linking you to this, you're still going to have to answer for it.
Add it to the catalog of questionable things I already have to answer for.
So there are several things in here. A note. Caravan manifest. Departure confirmed. Ken Turner. It's interesting spelling. Guard Ares. Group details. F. Fernandez. R. Fernandez. Minerva. I think we'll be seeing more of Minerva. Tommy Tentos. He's hilarious. L. Lice and J. Clark. Merchant. Arrival confirmed. But it doesn't say anything about... I don't remember her name now. Did it start with a C? Let's see. Confirm guard Kieran. Group details. Dr. Blackburn. C. Marsh. Cartographer. Lost in transit. It's a different last name than we're looking for. But I mean, she was a niece, right? So could be different than our guy. What was his? I don't even remember his name now. Knapp? Let's see, J. Murillo, toy merchant. But it says cartographer. It doesn't say like passenger or something. But, you know, maybe they were a passenger. Arrival confirmed, Joanna. C. Timmerman, merchant. Johnny Bills. C. McDivitt, merchant. Rare holotapes. Lost. Maybe ditched us to skip the bill? Let's see. Gaetano was the guard. Group details. Blackburn, doctor again? C. Holloway, farmer. All sorts? That looks like that could be our person. Bernard, builder, roboticist. Holloway, maybe. It's not Knapp, but it doesn't have to be. And see Shepherd, puppeteer. Let's go ahead and take this. Take a quick look around, maybe. It just loops back to the other area. A hot plate. I hate to leave it behind. Cassie's journal. Let's go ahead and drink this. Day 1, setting out, starting a new journey. Foundation lay out the red carpet for Cassie because I'm about to turn Appalachia's agriculture on its head. I decided to keep this little journal to chronicle all the amazing things I see along the way. Wish me luck. Day 5. Miserable. Walking, that's all we do. So it's kind of like Lord of the Rings. We walk, burnt down building, check. Forest of smoldering dead trees, check. Oh look, an emptied out Red Rocket gas station. What a thrilling excursion this ended up being. Oh, and to top it all off, there's this creepy bald guy in our group. I keep catching him staring at me. Eyes to yourself, Dr. Pervert. Day 15, so close, but so far. Wow, let's see. Where were they coming from? I thought it was California, but I don't know. That'd be 2,000-mile walk or more. We're finally within spitting distance of Appalachia, but a rad storm is raging outside. We've been walking through this old train tunnel all day, and now we can't even step outside until the storm blows over. Going to find a nice spot to get cozy and nap off all this walking. Day 15 at night. Okay, this is so weird. These guys showed up all of a sudden, armed to the teeth. They've been sitting around chatting with that weirdo doctor. Everyone seems a little nervous, even the guard. Wait, they took his gun away? What the hell is going on? Oh shit, they saw me. If someone finds this, help us. And that's the end. So, she got this far. I doubt someone drug her note the rest of the way. And she said within spitting distance of Appalachia. Oh, dogs. Is it a good dog or a bad dog? Now it's a good dog. That's a horrible joke. Up here. And note. Damn rad storms. Goddamn rad storms. For all the trips, it's got to be my turn when the mother of all green glowing death clouds parks itself over the mire. We're going to need to camp it until it passes. I'm already exhausted from babysitting this massive group for the past 2 weeks. Sure, Joe's going to be thrilled by all the transport fees, but she's not the one that's got to deal with the delinquents, uppity merchants, and that weirdo doctor that keeps joining us. At least no one's gone missing, assuming I can get them all to stay close by the camp, that is. So what was the name of that doctor?
Seems like you've been pretty thorough. Are you ready to discuss what you found?
Am I? Yes, here's everything I found.
Excellent. I'll take what you've collected. Let me take a look at what you found. I just need a minute to review it all.
And I've got my back turned to Ares. Wait for Paladin Rahmani to review the evidence. So, Ares. I thought you would say something like that.
Kids, it's detective time.
Let's see. That's concerning.
Yes, it is.
This name. I know this name. I think I've seen enough. Initiate, we should discuss our findings.
With or without Ares? I kind of want to keep him where I can see him.
Seems like Cassie was indeed a part of this caravan group, but I think it'd be a good idea to step through the evidence together. I may have been assuming too much about Blue Ridge's involvement. I'd like to be on the same page. So where would you like to start?
Is this guy bald? Let's discuss why they were camping in the first place. I think we know that because of the rad storm. We should talk about how they went missing. Listen, I'm beat. Can you just tell me what you found? Give me a minute to review the evidence again. All right, so Let's see why are they camping in the first place.
It would seem this was
It was the storm.
Until the end, something kept them here and forced them to set up camp so close to home.
It was the rad storm. Let's see. They got lost in the tunnels when the strangler vines blocked the way. Nope. The rad storm forced them to stay overnight. They were vulnerable. This is the last stop. Yeah. So it's the rad storm.
That's right. The storm forced them to bunk down. They were an extra large group too, with only one guard. Sitting ducks.
Let's talk about how they went missing.
Indeed. It looks like we have a clear account of their last moments here.
See, a group of armed strangers showed up. Yep. The trapdoor opened up, the entire group fell in. Armed group of strangers showed up.
That was my take as well.
Yeah, it's
based on Cassie's description and
it's
the
not
letter
just a
you found
take.
Earlier, we can assume they were these Hellcat mercenaries. The total number of people they've abducted, though, is staggering. Nearly 15 in this trip alone.
All right, let's go over the names of the manifest. List on beat.
Right, the manifest. One name in particular really stood out to me. Did you notice it?
Was it the doctor? Well, Cassie Holloway, and then Dr. Blackburn. Well, Ares, but not really. Knight Daniel Shin? No, I don't think that was it. I'm going to say Dr. Blackburn.
That's right. Dr. Blackburn. Not only was he present on multiple trips, but Cassie makes mention of him speaking with the armed strangers. Likely these Hellcat mercenaries you've dealt with. I imagine Dr. Blackburn was the one employing them. I knew the name sounded familiar. I had read it in Shin's report of your very first assignment with us. Think back, Initiate. Do you recall why Dr. Blackburn had been seeking our assistance?
I don't remember him at all. Oh, that's right. He was one of the 4 people that Knight Shin wanted me to talk to. And he was a researcher. He wanted to hire us to help protect his farm. No. He wanted to borrow high-tech weaponry. No. He was seeking assistance with experiments to help humanity. That sounds close enough. Is he the guy who got jumped by phony Brotherhood members? No. So this is the one.
That's right. Dr. Blackburn was seeking assistance with his experiments. Something about curing diseases and helping people. I suspected it was too good to be true. And the evidence here certainly doesn't look promising. But could he really be kidnapping people?
He really could. But he didn't have any Does she have a duck call on her neck? But it couldn't have been Ares, because Ares has personality. That doctor had no personality. It looks like we've got our answers. Yep.
We do. Dr. Blackburn was hiring these Hellcat mercenaries to kidnap people from this route. It would appear they were cautious at first, but took advantage of a rad storm to steal away an entire group. An unfortunate end, but there's still hope of finding them. The only thing left is to report back our findings and determine Blackburn's location. You were an excellent partner in this, Initiate. This has been a humbling experience. I do believe we make a pretty great team.
3? Oh, yeah, on that choice list. Let's see. You know I've got your back, Paladin. Honestly, I thought you were being unfair to Blue Ridge and Ares. That's kind of true, too.
I appreciate it. I really do. I'm a bit ashamed of how quick I was to jump to conclusions on this matter. It's something I know I need to change. But even still, I'm thankful that you continue to place your trust in me.
I want to whine about something for a
We should
minute.
get back to Atlas and report what we found. If we can determine where Blackburn took this group, we may be able to track down Cassie, and perhaps countless others. I'll meet you there. Good work, Initiate.
Where are we going? Back to the... I wasn't paying attention.
I owe you an apology. My rash behavior was unfitting of my position, and frankly, unfair to you.
Water under the bridge. All of my best friendships start with misplaced suspicion of mass kidnapping.
I will take your word for it. I am sorry. I don't...
If you really want to make it up to me, I've heard you guys have some killer rocket launchers to spare.
Not so much to spare. Are we done talking? Anyway, just the event jailbreak, not jailbreak, patrol duty. I think maybe it was jailbreak. Yeah, jailbreak. I was thinking of patrol duty. The patrol duty event here at Eastern Regional Penitentiary. If the robot goes out into the yard, you've got to go out into the yard well before they do, or I do anyway, because it takes so long for the exterior to load that the robot's already getting killed by the time you get out there. So you got to get out there, get things pretty well cleaned up, because as soon as the robot comes outside, they're just going to pounce on him. So you got to thin out the opposition before the robot gets outside. Anyway, that's all I had to say about that. So do we need to go back to the Blue Ridge? Doesn't look like it. So where are we going? Back here? So we've got deliver the technical data. Or I could meet at Fort Atlas. There we go. That's... Whoa. Closer. The way those things overlap sometimes, I tell you. Three. It's a magic number. I wish a Buckethead would show up. I thought I heard Shin out here. Oh, look how they converted this APC. It'd be funny if the doctor were downstairs.
It's way above my station, but I wish I knew more about the Knight and Paladin's argument. What's gonna happen to us? We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
Isn't it already?
Initiate. Good. You're here. We finally have a clear picture about the abductions, and it's time to do something about it. The Hellcat Company has been abducting people. Our findings at Harper's Ferry mean that Dr. Blackburn is almost certainly involved.
I can't believe he just walked in here. He must have been at work even then.
I hate to make promises, but I'm actually thinking about wrapping up Fallout 76 when we finish this mission, or is it already finished? I think I might be starting the next phase. I should probably hold off. And yeah, I'm going to take a break and call it a night for Fallout 76 and then do some Spellcaster University. So hopefully within half an hour, I can't even remember main satisfied consensus. Wait, or was that conscious? Conscience. I did look it up to see. But I know that there's more, and I kind of need a break from it. Follow Steel Rain. Where are the mission lists? There we go. Satisfied. Okay, so a satisfied conscience is the second to the last in the quest chain. So there'll be that one and Catalyst still to go once that's over. But we just finished Out of the Blue, right? And so now we're starting Satisfied Conscience. I don't know why I'm having trouble saying that. But I think I am going to wrap it up here. Whoa, somebody bought something. Let's do it this way instead, and then that way the screen will work out a little bit better. No, maybe? No? Okay, just not great. There we are. That'll have to do. Bam! Oh, that's a big head. So, the usual things. Click here, click there, type comments. Oh, I think I was going to take these off. That's too distracting. All right, so if you're on YouTube, and I think I will export this one to YouTube, you can like, subscribe, dislike, leave a comment, share a link, let someone know if this is what you're looking. This is the kind of thing you're looking for. This is a place to find it. On Twitch, you can also follow to keep track of when the live shows are coming up. You can also get notified on Discord if you ask for the live alert role on the Discord. Join the Discord and then ask for the live alert role. That way, Discord will notify you whenever I go live, as long as I have Discord open when I go live. We didn't do that today. Other than that, other things you can do on Twitch, you can subscribe, costs a little bit of money. Other ways to help the channel out, you can tip anytime, night or day, doesn't have to be during the show, as well as join the Patreon for as low as $1 a month. If you do join Patreon, let me know, send me a message, Discord, YouTube comments, to let me know, because you'd be the first, and I don't check it that often, because no one's ever joined it. But it's there, one of these days, right? Appreciate you guys being here. We'll be back with some Spellcaster University. Naviaris, did you have a location preference? I think we can do swamp. I've already done desert, so probably shouldn't do desert. And we can't do lake, and I already did cliffs, so I guess I should do marsh again? Marsha? I don't know. We could also talk about it once the show starts again and we're in Spellcaster University. But I'm going to take a little break, get a little something to eat, stretch my legs, and hopefully we'll be live in about half an hour. Swamp isn't the map, just 30 option with everyone. Isn't that bad a map, just 30 option? Reputation with everyone. Was it only 30? I thought it was more. I thought it was 80, but it doesn't matter. Whatever we do, we will do it. All right, appreciate everyone being here. Appreciate my friend, my clanmate from World of Tanks, Maniac Nathan, showing up. That was unexpected and kind of fun. And we'll see you guys next time. Nathan says hi. And I'm going to have to join a Stronghold or something one of these days. It's been a while. Until next time, which, if you're into Spellcaster University, will be very shortly. Be well. We'll see you. And it's always more fun when you're here, right? Well, for me anyway.